Welcome to Break Into Tech Show with Professor Temi Akinwumi of My IT University, a multi-award-winning tech CEO, career coach, and mentor. With decades of hands-on tech career, will ensure your career dreams come true. Join our extraordinary show today on groundbreaking topic for a successful career. Do you want a $100,000 job as a cybersecurity professional, Scrum Master, Business Analyst Software QA, Cloud Architect, Data Analyst, Technical Recruiter, and more? Visit www.myituniversity.com to schedule a call. Come and get inspired to secure a lucrative job, keep the job, and grow on the job. Relax, receive, and see results. We're glad you're here. Share, like, and comment.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. This is your show, Break Into Tech, with Professor Temi Akinwumi, and it's going to be a wonderful day today. We're going to be discussing about how to start a cybersecurity career without coding, making, over 100K salary. And I've been in tech, most of you know me by now, for a while now. It's been for like 3 decades now. I've been in tech. We came for 30 years. And I'm a multi-award winning tech CEO. Okay, we are located in Lago, Maryland, of my IT University, and also of Top Group Technologies. I'm super excited to be here with you, always giving back and empowering our community. The only way we can help our community is to impact it, is to give back to it, is to help people, have better salary, to live above poverty level. I thank people that are joining us from all over the world. Thank you so much. You can comment and let us know where you're joining us from so we can say hi to you. And, and also your questions are always welcome. Make sure you have your pen and notepad ready so we can discuss tonight, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. It's going to be powerful. I have with me here a gentleman. Is going to introduce himself, to us as we discuss today how you can break into tech, especially cybersecurity career with no coding, no tech background, and you can make over 100K salary. He's going to let us know how he got started, how he broke in, and what he's doing now. Introduce yourself.
Thank you, Professor Temi. Hi, everyone. My name is Brian Okonkwo. I currently serve as a security analyst, cybersecurity analyst, focusing on vulnerability management and also, process improvement within the, security processes. And I'm also a mentee and former student of Professor Temi and My IT University as well. And so, just excited to be here and just kind of share my experience with you all, but also to kind of, just give as somebody who still kind of, hasn't been in the security space too long, just give a fresh perspective. And hopefully I inspire one of you to, take that next step in your career. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you for being here and taking your time out to give back to the community and also to impact a life today. We are so grateful for that. I want to ask you, who is a cybersecurity analyst?
A cybersecurity analyst is someone who is basically takes ownership of protecting, their, respective organizations or, clients, all their, all their assets, their information assets. It could be hard assets from cyber threats. So anything over the internet, anything that has a network connection, even in the physical sense, making sure that, things like identity access management or, proper security protocol, scanning your badge appropriately. And those practices are in place. There's many verticals within the cybersecurity space in which an analyst can fall into. But for the most part, we are protecting the organization's assets. And in order to do so, we must implement, different processes, leverage tools, adhere to frameworks, and be compliant, in compliance with government regulations, or depending on the industry, whichever regulations they are subject to. We have to manage all that, as well as, make sure the organization is in a position to handle any external threats that may come, and that could be a potential harm to the organization.
Very good. Thank you. That's very, very comprehensive. Thank you for breaking that down. Thank you. So how did you get started?
How I got started in the cybersecurity space. Well, I knew I wanted to be in IT. Got an internship, a while back, as a systems analyst, and from there, that's how I kind of got introduced into the IT realm. And then I knew from that experience, IT was, where I wanted to be, but I was still kind of trying to find my place. So, looking to, where I could fit in. And so I actually discovered, cybersecurity. Even though I've heard of it, I didn't really delve into it or researched it. When I was there, it was still kind of a fairly, not new, but it wasn't as, popular. You don't hear it as much as you do now. But in school, I attended a conference. A colleague, a peer of mine at school, older gentleman, he was already in the cybersecurity space and was there just to, finish his degree. And he recommended that I told him, it's like, yeah, I'm interested in IT, but still, unsure of what I want to do post-graduation. And he suggested that I attend this cybersecurity conference. And so I did. And, I was just amazed to see, one, the diversity, because it was a minority conference, and just to see the diversity within the cybersecurity space, all these successful men and women of color or come from different ethnic backgrounds, and to see them holding the title of CEO, CISO, CIO, and all this stuff. So it was very inspiring. And then also just to see, just again, how I mentioned earlier, just how many different spaces within the cybersecurity space you can delve into. And we'll delve into it later in this discussion. But the fact that you don't necessarily have to be technical, like your degree doesn't have to be in computer science. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be a coder to be able to break into this space and make an impact. And so all of those things appealed to me. And so once I left that conference and, I made a few contacts, I started to kind of, navigate, okay, how can I, get into the space? It resulted in me, changing my course of study at school and, incorporating cybersecurity courses to get acclimated. And then from there, just looking for additional outside resources. And the most important thing is mentorship within the space, because you'll meet a lot of different people, and everybody means well. People will tell you that they want to help you, but it's one, you have to want to help yourself. And so in doing so, you can't get discouraged, because people are busy, and, no one's going to say, hey, no, I won't help you. I don't want to help you, like at these conferences or these networking events. But those who are actually going to help you, there might be far or fewer in between, but that's where your diligence, comes in. And it's like, if you're really serious about breaking through, you just have to be able to, just be persistent until you find somebody who actually, wants to help you, or sees how serious you are and wants to help you break into the industry. And that's how me and you met. I got to a point where I was, I wanted to break in so badly. I was willing to, I just needed a mentor. I just need somebody to, guide me and, take me step by step and really invest in me, but at the same time, I had to be ready to invest in myself. That means time, resources, maybe time and resources that you might tell yourself you don't have at the time, but anything you want badly in life enough, you will find a way to make it happen. And so you just have to make that choice. And some time ago, I made that choice, and, I was fortunate that you, Professor Teddy, were the one to guide me, because it led me to where I am today. And I'm very appreciative.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that we met too, because there's so much information out there, and you're kind of swimming in the ocean of YouTube and ocean of Google, and there's so much that you can get lost. and you
Hmm.
don't even know what direction to go, and then you waste time, waste resources, whatever, and then you can't even achieve nothing. And I've seen a lot of that. So that's why we're out here to guide people to be able to navigate their pipeline, to break into tech, into cybersecurity, and other areas of tech without so much struggle. And thank you so very much. I also want to ask you, what transferable skills are useful in your current role? And we have skills that we are that like our talents, what we have. Some people don't think they don't have anything. No, I don't have anything. I can't break into tech. I'm not technical. I don't have any college degree. I don't have IT background, but they have transferable skills. What are the skills that are important to have in order to break into cybersecurity?
Uh, yes, thank you for your question, Professor. A big skill, one that I brought with me into to my current role, or even when I broke into the space, is communication. Your people skills, your soft skills, being able to again communicate effectively, being able to kind of call it emotional intelligence, understand, your personnel, your audience, whether you're giving a presentation, whether you're dealing with a client, being able to connect one to one, or you be able to, get your message across the group. All that takes, one, you have to be observant. You have to understand which space you're in. You have to be confident. And it's like, and you have to be prepared. All those go into, your communication or your delivery. It's like, yes, you can fake it till you make it, but it's your delivery is much more effective when you actually know what you're talking about, know that you've done the you know just saying, like, you've done your homework, you've done your preparation. And so coming in, that's something that I definitely prioritized. Also, prioritization is huge too, and that goes with communication as well. When you're responsibilities are overwhelming you, being able to communicate, to go to your manager, your supervisor, whatever, or the client, and say, okay, look, this is what's going on, right? And this is the work that I'm doing, these are what my days look like. Being able to be like, okay, but realistically, kind of spread, I or the team were spread kind of too thin. So it's like, what do you want me to prioritize, versus what comes first, what is top tier. And then in most cases, especially if you communicate early, it's like your manager, your supervisor, they will let you know, hey, focus on this. He's like, this is critical, focus on this. And then after the fact, if you have any additional time, whatever time is left over, then you can tend to this. And by communicating that, is like, then there's your expectations between you and your management, your client, whatever, are set. You guys are on the same page. But also by communicating, any grievances or whatever, any pains that you might be having, as an employee, is like the business, or management can take it into account and provide additional resources, help in the form of maybe adding some contractors or outside resources to help you with the workload, so you can focus on the stuff that is of priority in your organization. But it's like none of that gets done if you don't communicate, if you, what we call, suffer in silence. And so that's the biggest thing in the tech space. In any space, you have to be able to communicate, effectively.
Communication. Good job. Thank you. Communication and collaboration and prioritization has helped you a lot in your role. So you can be on the same page with your manager, your
Mm,
supervisor. If you need help, they're able to speak to help you because you are communicating effectively with
mhm.
them and asking for help as needed. Thank you so much for that. And also, what are your daily duties? What are the some of daily duties? I know, we have different area of cybersecurity. Some people are in the compliance side, some people are in vulnerability management side, some people are in the SOC analyst side. There are so many different types. Some people are in forensic investigation, some people, so there are so many different types of cyber. What area are you in and what are your daily duties?
Mhm. Daily dues, meeting. No,
Oh,
uh, no. So in my current role, for the client, or for the organization I support, my focus, the areas of focus are vulnerability management, and gap analysis, remediation, and then also process improvement around our security processes, around for our security processes related to our vulnerability management. So my daily activities, obviously, we have a queue, and we use ServiceNow. We call it something different, but it's basically it's a ServiceNow system, and there's a queue of requests that come in terms of managing internal business connection requests. Anytime you connect to the firewall, you want to connect to the firewall, that request has to be put in, and there's a process behind that. So my team, we take ownership of doing the requisite, scans and, security analysis around that to be able to approve or deny those requests for any external business connections. And so a
And
good,
some people call it ticketing too, like a
huh?
ticketing tool. Like they put in tickets for this is that the things we want to do,
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah, the
require
request.
there to work on it,
Yeah.
analyze it, and get it done, right?
Yeah, correct. And so to do that, we have to leverage. Obviously, we use to receive the tickets. We use ServiceNow. Also, the tools we leverage. Some of the tools we leverage are Kenna, Balbix, to do the scans, but also to create the dashboards and also to give us insights and on demand, on time, timely information in order to make these decisions. And so a good part of my day looks like that. But the other part of my job function is also to evaluate, these processes that we do on a daily basis and identify the gaps and to see, where the inefficiencies are and how can we, correct them? How can we, just like you look at the system, remediation, but remediation of the process itself and how we can, make it leaner, more efficient so that, there's less back and forth. We're able to improve on our SLAs and, be able to give, everyone in all the different business units, free up more time to be able to, invest that time or take that time working on other projects or initiatives. So,
Good, good, good. So that's your process improvement.
mhm,
Walking us through doing gap analysis, see how things are being processed. Maybe there some gap, how
mhm,
they can make it effective. You can make sure that things. So, for example, something might be done that may be taking 30 minutes. You might be able to do in 10 minutes. How can we
mhm,
make it better? Things like that.
mhm.
So that's very good. So is it boring? Is it a good job? Are you enjoying it? What's your advice?
No, I mean I enjoy it. I think there's always you learn something new every day, and so I think the good thing is like I said earlier, it's like you don't have to be too technical, but it's like even on the compliance side or the administration, governance side or whatever. Or I'm in vulnerability management, so we're managing those tools, but you can delve as deep as you want to go because the different parts of the business that you touch, or even just within the IT space or the security space, working with the engineers, you
Yeah.
have access to all those people. So it's like, and these are the good thing about the thing about super technical people is like for them to get that technical, they're really passionate about what they do. So they're willing to spread the knowledge if you show that interest. Now they're not going to waste time with somebody who, just appears disinterested, or whatever. But if you have those interests, it's like those people are very accessible. It's like, they want to be able to share that knowledge because it helps them. It helps the organization when everybody, the more technical everybody across, the organization is in terms of the understanding of these concepts, it's like the stronger the organization is as a whole, because like I said, a lot of the information is shared across, and also it helps when people move on, switch teams, or move on from outside the company. It's like that loss of knowledge is it. You don't feel it as much when it can be retained within the organization because different people, even if I'm in vulnerability management, but it's like I understand what the engineers do, or I understand what legal and the compliance, like I understand like the frameworks they come with or what their job entails.
Okay.
So
So, what's your advice for? Thank you so much. Yeah, which is in continuation of what you were saying. Your advice for aspiring cybersecurity analysts that are believing, oh, by the way, wow, you sound too technical. I don't think I can do this. Blah blah blah. What's your advice for them? Because you don't have to know everything in a day, as you've been there now
mm,
for some time now. So you kind of get used to all those terms, they come naturally. And that's the same thing with everybody else. But people that are still going all over the YouTube, going over everywhere, trying to think, how do I get started? What do I do? I'm aspiring, but I'm confused. What's your advice for them?
um, my advice for any aspiring cyber security analyst out there that may be watching is to give yourself give yourself enough credit, for where you are currently. Even if you're not in this industry, if you're in a different space, if you're not in IT or just altogether, whatever you do, if you get up and go to work, right, and earn a paycheck, you have skills, and more than likely, depending on how you look at it, it's like those skills are transferable into this industry. Like I mentioned before, if you know how to communicate, if you understand people, if you can work as part of a team, then it's like there's a place in this industry for you. You just need a roadmap and you need somebody to guide you. It's like there's, like Professor said, there's an abundance of resources, YouTubes, and on the internet, but you need somebody to help you make sense of these things. And guide, and everybody is different too. So some people can go on the internet and figure it out, or they might get lucky, but especially in this space that's getting more competitive each and every day, you need somebody to be able to guide you. And mentorship is important. Find a mentor. Don't try to do it alone or do it by yourself, because there's information that you can't get on the internet. It's like it has to be one to one. Someone has to give you the game, or give you this. Just like even all these different stuff that you can pay for online. It's like they're not gonna give you everything. So you just have to. And another thing too is you have to be very serious and committed and dedicated in your development as well. Wherever, and that also goes into, again, assessing where you are, deciding like this is what I want to do. So again, find somebody who's serious about helping you. And the easiest way to find someone who's serious about helping you is if you display that if you show somehow that you're serious about helping yourself. So networking, being consistent, not coming with excuses, but just coming with a, hey, I'm ready to learn mentality. What does it take? And it's like, after it's laid out in front of you, then find a way to make it happen. So again, we all can occupy our time doing something else or find to fill our time, but it's like, if this is serious to you, then make that sacrifice. It's like, okay, even if there's it'll take an investment. What better investment to make out here than to invest in yourself? And don't let pride prevent you from
Stepping forward, right?
striving forward. So whatever you have to do to be able to, get the ball rolling, and start your journey. And it's like, it's all going to pay off in the end. It's like, I'm a living testament, but there's hundreds of other professionals like me, courtesy of, for somebody like people like Professor Temi out here who, for whatever reason, God placed them on this earth. And it's like, they they're really, God places certain people in your life, for a reason, and she's just one of those people. Like there's no gimmick, there's no added incentive. This is somebody who's very successful, holds multiple degrees and distinctions. She could just worry about herself and just relax, probably retire, but it's like she's passionate about what she does and helping people break into it. That is her calling. That is what she does better than anybody that I can speak to. And so I recommend Professor Temi, but it's like, even if it's, for whatever reason, just someone like her, but that in all seriousness, it's like the biggest thing is just one, getting serious about, just, changing your situation, and then you're just finding, mentorship, it's not that hard. Don't try to do it all alone or do it by yourself. You need a network, but it can start with one person. If you just meet the right person, and then it's like they can expand, they can connect you to other individuals who can help you, put your professional, profile, and what's going to get you hired and what's going to make you successful and accelerate you up the career ladder. It's like it can start with one individual, which is you, and then you find somebody else to guide you as you are, and take you to the next level. So
Good. Thank you so much, very much. And that's I'm so happy for you because normally you don't really can ever see Brian talk. I was like, but things has changed because you're in tech now. You see the
mhm,
exposure and you really want to give back. So I'm really, really grateful that you've seen what we're, trying to do at that before.
mhm,
So you went through my university coaching,
mhm.
mentoring, networking, nurturing, and community support program. So what do you have to say about that? And before that, I want to advise anybody that's trying to break into tech, schedule a free call. The call is free 99. You don't have to pay anything to schedule a call with me. I'm scrolling down here, www.myituniversity.com. Schedule a call. I'll speak to you. I'll help you, set up your goals, have a pipeline set up for you, and you can get started and break into tech. We're going to focus on the things you need right away. And you can break in very fast, making 100K, 100K plus, okay? People making 100K, 120, 130, 140 in breaking into tech, we can help you achieve that goal with my IT university. So we do coach you, we mentor you, we help you to network with others, we nurture you, and we don't ever leave our student. We have community support. Like Brian is one of my mentee, is now a mentor, and we have a lot of them like that helping people and supporting you. So how has the program helped you? Can you explain to us in a nutshell?
The program is giving me a community, a community in which I can fall back on and rely on. Not Again, in comparison to like others, other resources out there. Okay, you take the class, you pay for the class, and then that's it. It's like you don't have access to that instructor anymore. You're pretty much on your own. I mean, you might have the knowledge or whatever was covered in the course, but in terms of navigating those next steps in the process, again, interviewing, getting your LinkedIn and your resume together, it's like, all of that, just like, you have to kind of figure out or, go elsewhere to get that. But with my IT university, it's like you get all of that, under one roof, under one umbrella. And it's great because as you can see, it's like I've been, I'm a former student of Professor Tammy's and now mentor, she's my mentor now and then a mentee, but it's like I also have the opportunity to mentor like, other students as well and participate in a community where no matter whether you're just starting out and interviewing for your first role in this in the tech space or whether you're a veteran, you've been there, you've been there for a while, but still, it gives us a place, to where we can exchange information, um, share whether it's job postings or just current events or help each other sharpen our interview skills and whatnot. It's like all of that is right there. I don't have to go search for it or look for it. It's like I can just tap into my community and everyone is accessible, including Professor herself. I still don't know how she does it, but yeah.
How she
Yes.
does it, right? Well,
Mhm. So the so
you know,
the sorry, not to call you. The value is definitely there. I don't want to give away everything, like she said. Schedule that free consultation with her, and I think the biggest thing, she's going to be very honest with you, based on how you present yourself. But that's okay. But for the most part, I'd say don't delay. Like if you watch this video right and tell yourself it's like okay, everything sounds good, and then maybe I'll reach out in such and such time. It's like, no, then you didn't hear what I said earlier. If you're watching a video like this and it's like, you think it's like, yeah, it's like If you're not satisfied with your job, even if you're already in the tech space, but you're just not satisfied with where you are right now or your career progression, then go ahead and make that call. What do you have to lose? It's like that's what we talk about, being serious. It's like, life is too short to, put things off or delay. It's like, because like I said, there's plenty of opportunities here right now in front of you. They're waiting for people like you to again gain the skills, the knowledge, and present yourself so they can hire you. There's a lot of money out here. There's a lot of money out here for us,
Exactly.
specifically, right? So it's like, but if you're delaying, if you're doing, it's like, okay, I don't know if you're doing, if you're shy or timid, then those opportunities are going to go to, are going to go elsewhere, So
They
like
are
I
going to
said,
go to people that are ready. Yeah,
yeah.
I just sit there and said, well, I want to break into tech, I want to do something, but you are not really taking any step, you are not really doing nothing. If you
Mhm,
stay there, it's going to go to people that are ready. So if you are ready, move. Don't just
mhm,
wait. Don't just say, you have to take a step of faith so that your step will be magnified under you. You just have
mhm,
to. So thank you so very much. And we have courses from with my IT University. Cybersecurity is one of our branded award-winning course. We have, these courses for you. Scrum Master is there, Agile Project Management. We have business analysis, we have data analysis, we have cloud, software tester, QA, and so many other courses that are available on our website. You can check it out on www.myituniversity.com. And while you are there, look at the testimonial page, schedule a free call and talk to me. I will speak to you, I will guide you, and you'll be able to know how to break in. You can break in within a short time, 90 days, 120 days. It depends on what you are looking for. We can really make it happen for you, and you can make over 100K, 120, 130, and so on and so forth. So don't procrastinate and don't delay. Join us. There are courses starting every month, every time. So join us. You can do different type of course. You can do online one-on-one. You can do live courses. The courses are all online on Zoom. Okay, you don't have to come to physical class. That's fine. You can be all over the world, anywhere you are. We can reach out to you there. Another good thing I also tell you is to reach out to me on LinkedIn. This is my LinkedIn profile. Reach out and schedule, when you schedule a call also, you can send me a text, email me. Email is fine with me, that's fine. And if you're on YouTube, send a message on YouTube. Schedule a call with me. I will speak to you, I will guide you, nurture you, help you to break in, okay, into tech. That would be great. And also you can follow us on all social media platforms. Okay, we're on Clubhouse every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. My IT University. We're on YouTube. On YouTube, if you are watching us on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up. Okay, comment on what you see. That's fine. And just search for my IT University, one word on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We are on LinkedIn. So follow us, and you will never regret it. So I thank you all for listening to us. So, and ask your questions. We'll respond to your question and speak with you and guide you. And I want to thank Brian for being here today. We have discussed on how to start cybersecurity career without coding. No tech background. How you can make over 100K plus salary, okay, in a short period of time. So feel free to schedule a call and reach out. What's your last word of advice, Brian, for anyone that's sitting out there before we call it a day?
Give yourself a chance. Just that's what life is about. Just give yourself a chance. Being self-aware is very important. So if like again, if you're somebody who tends to procrastinate, and delay, even the simplest of stuff, just start to correct that, one day at a time. And you start by again, as soon as you watch this video, if this video um yeah, if you see this video, then just go ahead and reach out to Professor Tammy. She's accessible. Just like set up that consultation and find out more. Just that's my advice. Just don't wait.
Okay. So thank you so much, Brian. We appreciate your time and thank you for joining us, everybody, today. Until next time, when we will meet you again on your Break Into Tech show, It's been a wonderful time with you. My name is Professor Temi Akinwumi, and I'm with Brian Okonkwo, one of my mentees that have become a mentor and a cybersecurity analyst, making over $100,000 plus salary in tech. You can do it too. He started from nothing, and now he's a big guy up there. You can do that. To help you, we are here to make it happen. So reach out, schedule a call, and I'll be glad to speak with you. Thank you all, and have a blessed and wonderful day. Thank you, Brian, for your time.
Thank you.